What would you do if you suddenly became really rich? I'm talking lottery win, surprise inheritance, or your crypto portfolio just went to the moon. Most people think money solves all problems, but the truth is, sudden wealth can destroy your life if you're not ready for it. So before you make any big moves, let me show you 7 smart things to do immediately when you get rich, so you don't end up broke trying to look rich. If that sounds helpful, please take a second to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Let's dive in. Number 1. Pause and do nothing. The very first thing you should do when you come into serious money is simple. Do nothing. No quitting your job. No buying a new car, house, or Rolex. And definitely, no posting about it. Just stop. Breathe. Let the reality sink in. Sudden wealth is overwhelming. It can trigger a tidal wave of emotions, excitement, fear, guilt, pressure, even pride, all crashing into you at once. And that's not the mindset you want when making life-changing decisions. So what should you do instead? Step 1. Park the money. Put it somewhere safe, like a low-risk savings or money market account, where it's not exposed to risk and not tempting you every second. Step 2. Give yourself time. Take a few weeks, or even a couple of months, to think, breathe, and learn. Talk to professionals. Read. Reflect. Get your emotions in check before making any major moves. Think of your life like a car on the highway. If the engine catches fire, you don't leap out while it's going 80 miles an hour. You pull over, assess the situation, and figure out your next move. Same thing here. Sudden wealth isn't a green light, it's a red flag to slow down. Because the biggest financial mistakes happen when your heart is racing and your mind isn't clear. Number 2. Tell as few people as possible. Rule number 2. Silence is golden. When you suddenly come into money, the smartest move you can make is to keep it quiet. The fewer people who know, the better. Because once the news gets out, the phone starts ringing. Long-lost relatives pop up out of nowhere. Old classmates suddenly have urgent business ideas. And people who barely spoke to you before now really want to catch up. It's not about being secretive. It's about protecting your peace. Money has a way of changing how people see you, and not always for the better. Some will admire you. But others may envy you, judge you, or start treating you like a walking ATM. So here's the rule. Tell only the people you absolutely trust. That might be one close family member. And definitely a lawyer or financial advisor. But that's it. This isn't the time to post online or brag at brunch. Your money doesn't need an audience. It needs a plan. Quiet money lasts longer. Because when fewer people know what you have, fewer people feel entitled to a piece of it. Number 3. Build a team, not an entourage. Now that you've got money, you'll need help. But not the kind that just hangs around for free drinks and Instagram photos. You don't need a hype man. You don't need a crew to party with. You need a wealth team. Here's who should be on it. A financial advisor to help you grow your money smart, not fast. A tax professional to legally minimize what you owe, and avoid nasty surprises from the government. And a lawyer to protect your assets, draft legal documents, and help set up things like wills, trusts, or even a holding company. This is not the time for DIY finance or random Google advice. And definitely not the time to follow viral investment tips from people who just got lucky once. Hire real professionals. People with credentials. Experience. People who've helped other wealthy people stay wealthy, legally, strategically, and long-term. Think of it like this. You're now the CEO of your financial life. Would a CEO run a company without a solid board of directors? Of course not. Your entourage hypes you up. But your wealth team holds you down, protects you, guides you, and helps you build real, lasting success. Surround yourself with people who know what they are doing, not just people who tell you what you want to hear. Number 4. Clear high-interest debt. One of the smartest and most freeing moves you can make with new wealth? Kill your debt. Especially the high-interest kind, credit cards, payday loans, and car loans with ridiculous rates. Here's the logic. Maybe your savings or investments are earning you 5% a year. But your credit card is charging you 30 to 35% interest? That's like trying to fill a bucket with water, while there's a giant hole at the bottom. No matter how much money you pour in, it just keeps leaking out. Fix the leak. Pay off those toxic debts, completely. Clear them out of your life before they sabotage your financial future. Because real wealth isn't about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. And if a chunk of your income is being eaten up by interest payments, you're not truly free. Think about this. When you're debt-free, your paycheck is 100% yours. No banks. No lenders. No minimum payments. That's the new flex. Not the fancy car. Not the designer bag. But waking up every day knowing you owe no one, and your money works for you. Number 5. Create a boring budget. Yes, you're rich now. But here's the truth, rich people still budget. They just do it with bigger numbers, and much bigger consequences. Because without a plan, even $1 million can disappear in a year. Don't believe it? It happens all the time. New money with no direction is like a fire with no boundaries, it burns fast and leaves nothing behind. So here's your next smart move, get boring. Seriously. Sit down and map out what you'll spend, what you'll save, and what you'll invest. Give every dollar a job before it disappears on impulse buys and treat yourself moments. And watch out for lifestyle creep, that sneaky urge to upgrade everything just because you can. A new car, a bigger house, first-class flights, fancy restaurants every night. It all adds up, fast. And it's the silent killer of sudden wealth. Budgeting isn't about restriction. It's about control. You're not punishing yourself, you're protecting your future. You're not limiting your money. You're leading it. And that's how rich people stay rich. Number 6. Invest like you're not trying to flex. Now that you've got money, the urge to make it work will hit fast. But don't rush to throw it into the next shiny thing. And no, your friend's Forex plug or some influencer's crypto gem is not a financial strategy. This isn't the time to gamble. It's the time to grow. Start with the basics. The boring stuff that actually works. Low-cost index funds, slow, steady, historically reliable. Rental property, if you understand real estate and know how to manage risk. Treasury bills or government bonds, safe, stable, low risk. Or a business, but only if you'd invest in it even if you weren't under pressure to make it work. These aren't flashy moves. They're smart moves. Because here's the truth. Investing isn't about flexing. It's not about bragging on social media. It's not about chasing overnight wins. It's about freedom. The freedom to not depend on a paycheck. The freedom to walk away from a toxic job, a bad deal, or even a draining relationship. The freedom to choose your life, on your terms. So play the long game. Don't try to impress people. Build wealth that outlasts you. That's the real flex. Number 7. Give. Wisely. Giving feels good. And if you've been blessed with wealth, it's natural to want to share it. To give back. To support the people and causes you care about. But here's where many people go wrong. They give emotionally, out of guilt, pressure, or fear of being labeled selfish. Before you know it, everyone suddenly has a story. Cousins you haven't heard from in 10 years, just need a little help. Old friends resurface with once-in-a-lifetime business ideas. You start feeling less like a person and more like an ATM with a heart. But here's the truth. You can't help everyone. And trying to save everyone can eventually sink you. So what do? Create a giving plan. Decide how much of your wealth you'll set aside for giving. Choose who and what aligns with your values, whether it's family, community, charity, or education. Be generous, but with intention. Give from a place of purpose, not pressure. Because when you give with a plan, your generosity becomes sustainable. You help more people in more meaningful ways, without compromising your own financial future. Remember, you can be kind, and still have boundaries. You can be generous, and still be wise. Quick recap, 7 smart things to do if you suddenly get rich. 1. Pause and do nothing, yet. 2. Tell as few people as possible. 3. Build a wealth team, not an entourage. 4. Clear high-interest debt. 5. Create a boring budget. 6. Invest smart, not loud. 7. Give, but give wisely. Now it's your turn. What's the first thing you would do if you suddenly got rich today? Drop your answer in the comments, I'm genuinely curious. If you found this helpful, give it a like, share it with someone who needs this, and subscribe for more real, no-fluff money talk. Because getting rich is exciting. But staying rich? That's where the real game begins.